There's a moment in golf that no broadcast fully prepared us for. Charlie Woods stepped onto a tee box this year, looked calm in a way that only Tiger's kid could look calm, and then did something that made seasoned golf analysts stop, lean forward, and say, "Wait, did we really just see that?" Because for years, the conversation around Charlie has been heavy. Too heavy. Constant questions. Too much spotlight. Not enough results. Critics louder than the highlights. And through all of it, Charlie kept his head down, kept grinding on junior golf courses most of us have never heard of, and kept going to class like any other teenager at the Benjamin School in Jupiter, Florida. So when the moment finally came, when the kid who grew up beside the most famous golfer in history actually went out and won his own trophy, not his dad's, not a practice round trophy, his own, the golf world had to take a breath. And that's exactly what this story is about. If you truly love golf, if this game means something to you, and if you enjoy stories like this, then make sure you subscribe and become part of this golf family. Stories like Charlie's are the reason we keep watching. Now, let's back this up a little, because to feel how big this moment really was, you have to understand how loud the noise around Charlie has been for years. Ever since he and his dad began playing the PNC Championship together, golf fans have been obsessed with one question. Is Charlie actually good, or is he just Tiger's son with a good swing coach? It's a fair question. It's a human question, because we've seen the sons and daughters of champions before. We've seen plenty of names who carried a famous last name for a while and then quietly disappeared. So the doubt didn't mean. It was honest. And honestly, that doubt made what happened next hit even harder. Because in 2025, Charlie Woods went out and won the Team TaylorMade Invitational. Final round, 6 under par, 66. 8 birds. Tears almost forming across the junior golf world. That wasn't a flash. That wasn't a lucky weekend. That was his first AJGA victory, sealed with one of the cleanest final rounds you'll ever see from a 16-year-old. And here's the part nobody talks about enough. He didn't do it at home. He did it at Streamsong Black, one of the most demanding courses on the AJGA circuit, against other teenagers whose only job is to beat him. But wait until you hear what happened next. Right after that win, Charlie entered the Junior PGA Championship, the biggest junior major of the year. And he stood there on Friday afternoon, leaderboard in his hands, finishing tied for 9th at 9 under par, firing a final round 74 that still had the commentators buzzing. That's not just a kid playing well. That's a kid playing well when the entire golf world is watching. And this is where everything started to shift. Because it wasn't only the trophies anymore. It was the way he carried them. Quietly. No chest thumping. No big social media posts. Just a kid from Jupiter, Florida, putting in work and letting the scoreboard do the talking. Then came the moment that broke a lot of hearts. Charlie tried to qualify for the U.S. Open. He teed it up at Eagle Trace in Coral Springs, Florida, and came up one shot shy of advancing. One shot. The same U.S. Open his father has won 3 times. The same trophy his dad chased as a teenager. Charlie didn't qualify, but he didn't crumble either. He walked off the course, took a quiet breath, and kept moving. That's the thing about this kid. He doesn't melt in the heat. He just keeps going. And here is the moment every golf fan will remember. In February, Tiger Woods, fresh off another back surgery, showed up in person to watch his son lead Benjamin School to a Florida State championship. Tiger in his dark sunglasses on the rope line. Charlie ripping a 68. The Benjamin Bucks bringing home the FHSA 1A title. 2 titles now for Charlie at the high school level. Everybody in that gallery felt something. Because whether you're a Tiger fan or not, watching a father watch his kid win, that's a moment. That's a real one. But here's the part that made the golf world stop in its tracks again. Just weeks ago, Charlie stepped onto the tee at the 109th Florida Amateur Championship. Let that sink in for a second. The Florida Amateur is not a junior event. It is not a high school match. It is a grown man, grown woman event. Players with college careers and mini tour cards. And Charlie, still a teenager, teed it up at the club at Admiral's Cove and competed. He didn't hide. He didn't wait until he was ready. He just showed up. Now, if you go back and watch that footage, watch how he walks. Watch how he sets up over the ball. Watch how his dad, when he's nearby, just stands still and watches without coaching. That's not a story about a famous last name anymore. That's a story about a young player explaining out who he is, in public, in real time. Think about that for a moment. Tiger Woods didn't play his first major until he was 19. Charlie is going through all of this, the wins, the losses, the spotlight, before he even has a driver's license for a normal car. And still, he shows up. He doesn't compete. He walks off the course either smiling or quietly learning. That is what golf is really about. And this is where everything changed for Charlie once again. The conversation is finally not whether he belongs. The conversation now is, how good can he actually become? Will he win at the elite collegiate level? Will we one day see a Woods tee it up on the PGA Tour again? These are the questions that used to be fantasy. Now they're real. But here's what I really want you to feel from this story. Whether you call yourself a Tiger fan, a Charlie fan, or just a golf fan, there is something sacred about watching a kid fall in love with a sport that can break your heart, and then fall in love with that sport even more. Charlie Woods missed the U.S. Open by one shot. He also won his first AJGA tournament. He hit a hole-in-one at the AJGA Junior Players at TPC Sawgrass. He led Benjamin to back-to-back state titles. He teed it up at the Florida Amateur as a teenager. He did all of this before he could legally rent a car. And that is why stories like this matter. So here's my question for you. Do you think Charlie Woods is on a path to the PGA Tour? Or do you think the spotlight is just too heavy for any teenager to carry? Drop your honest take in the comments. I sincerely want to hear it, even if you disagree with me. This channel is about real golf talk with real golf fans. If that's you, you're already family. Stay with us, because what Charlie does next is going to be one of the most watched stories in golf for a long time. And we're going to walk through it together, every step of the way.